Thank you for being so patient. We're ready whenever you are.
My name is Emily O'Regan.
And my name is Katie Conti.
And we are doing a junior division group performance entitled
Wicked Girls and Wicked Women, Salem, 1692.
Did you hear? Did you hear? It is the year of our Lord, 1692. Our minister, Reverend Samuel Paris, says that the devil's spirit is in Salem Village, afflicting our children and corrupting our citizens. I know it to be true. I can feel his cold hand clutching our village. His presence cannot be denied. The proof, the evidence, can be found in our girls. Their spirits have been tainted by the devil.
The devil? Here? In Salem? Please. I know these girls aren't possessed. This is my village. I grew up here. I know these people. If I've discovered one thing in this life, it's that devil's corruption does not reach Salem. These girls, they are alive. They are simply bored, pointing fingers as they were rebelling, of finding excitement. No one or thing is possessing
Salem Village is possessed. They say Tituba, Reverend Samuel Paris, asleep from Barbados, has been meeting with our girls and practicing witchcraft. She's been teaching them voodoo and magic spells. I heard that she has confessed. She saw the devil and wrote in his book. She even declared that she saw Goody Osborne and Sarah Good's name scrawled above her own. Those nasty witches are hurting our girls. Little Betty Paris and her cousin, Abigail Williams, are struck with fits of pain and twitching every time those wretched witches show their faces. Ann Putnam Jr., Mercy Lewis, Mary Walcott, and Mary Warren, God bless their souls, have been showing signs of affliction. Those damn witches, who will they victimize next?
Whether innocent lives they ruin. Poor Rebecca Nurse, they took her. They accused the frail, old, defenseless woman with a family who loves and depends on her. I cannot stop myself from repeating the words of her daughter Sarah. I saw Goody Bibber pull pins out of her clothes and hold them between her fingers and clasp her hands around her knees. And then she cried out and said Goody Nurse pinched her. I know, Rebecca Nurse is
innocent. Innocent? Some fools in the village are saying that Rebecca Nurse and a lot of them are innocent. I cannot believe this new atrocity. I watched their examinations. I watched as their spirits pinched and tormented the girls. If they are so innocent, why is it that every time those foul men are present, the girls howl in pain? Rebecca Nurse turns her head and the poor girls are sent into hysterics. Witch, I proclaim that she deserves to die with any other man or woman who dares to induce
God's wrath, I fear, will inevitably fall upon our shoulders, whether it is impelled by the girls in truth, or the rest of Sam's belief in them does not matter, for the damage is done. The consequences of the girls' frivolous lives are returned to us threefold, for I know where they are not being honest. One of the girls even admitted to lying. Mary Warren, John Proctor's servant, acknowledged herself and the others as fabricators. If this is an indication after the girl's storytelling, I don't know what is
going to release the devil's hold over our village at the rate he's coercing our neighbors. Just the other day, the specter of Giles Corey visited Ann Putnam Jr. and asked her to write in the devil's book. Later on, she tells us, a ghost visited her. It told her that it was murdered by that wicked man. Oh, the horror. I shudder to think of what other vile deeds he has done. I bet he was the one who forced Mary Warren to say she was lying, to cover up his wickedness. Ha! I bet he didn't expect her to break free of his hold over her and reverse her statement. These witches shall soon suffer defeat.
Defeat is a heavy burden on my shoulders. When will the madness stop? Almost 20 innocent souls have been examined. Those girls even had their nerve to accuse George Burroughs, our former minister. To accuse one who teaches the word of the Lord of such wickedness? Despicable. And my heart weeps when I recall the state of Sarah Osborne, one of the three to be first accused, who has died in prison. She did nothing to end up there in the first place, that poor woman. I hope this hysteria ends soon without any more
grief be gone. I don't know if I can bear all this good news. The Reverend Increase Mather has arrived in Boston, along with our newly elected governor, Sir William Phipps. They will certainly stamp out Satan's influence in Salem. On top of that, the governor has issued a commission for a court of Oyer and Terminer, which will deal specifically with witchcraft cases in our colony. My husband, John Hathorne, is one of the many judges to have been appointed. We shall all bow at these men's feet. They shall certainly
save Salem. I would like to spit on those men's feet. They're supposed to bring us justice, not discrimination and grief. Bridget Bishop, though she has done nothing wrong, has been tried and convicted, and sentenced to die. What's worse, she's the first of many. Over 24 of Salem's harmless citizens have been tried and pronounced guilty, and sentenced to die. Rebecca Nurse, Sarah Wiles, Elizabeth Howe, all the list can go on and on forever. Even my poor dear sister Susanna Martin was convicted. Salem is crazed. Every deluded person who has aided in the convictions of these innocent people shall burn in hell.
Hell is where all the wicked men and women who wreaked havoc on our village are surely burning. 19 witches have been hanged. Giles Corey has also been executed. He's been pressed to death. He refused to enter a plea, a sure sign of his guilt, I think. While under the weight, he was asked several times to enter a plea, but all he would say was more weight. He died after 2 days under the weight. I say good
riddance to spectral evidence. The use of it has been condemned by Reverend Increase Mather, and Governor Phipps has also ordered that it's no longer welcome in witchcraft cases. We can also say goodbye to any more unjustified deaths in that horrible court. The governor has prohibited further arrests and released many accused witches. He dissolved the court of Oyer and Terminer. I believe Salem is finally realizing its mistakes and regaining a bit of
Normalcy is fast approaching Salem. It is now 1693. 49 of the 52 remaining people charged with witchcraft have been released because spectral evidence dictated their arrests. The governor has acquitted those still in prison on witchcraft charges, and Tituba has been released and is now owned by a new master. The Salem witch trials are... the end has arrived for the Salem
witch trials were tragic and miserable, a black mark on our colony's history. The year is 1697, and others have come to realize what I've known all along. A day has been declared by the General Court for fasting and soul-searching for the catastrophe of 1692. Samuel Sewall has publicly acknowledged his mistakes in convicting innocents. Our minister, Reverend Samuel Parris, has been exiled and replaced by Joseph Green. Salem is at last finding redemption.
Redemption has been a powerful force in Salem these last few years. In 1702, the trials were pronounced unlawful by the General Court. Ann Putnam Jr. apologized for her actions in 1706, and I am uncertain whether Satan was in Salem or if the girls were sick in another way. A legislative bill was passed in 1711 that restored the rights and good names of those accused of witchcraft. Their heirs have been granted £600 in compensation. Nearly 20 years has passed since the trials, and still they are affecting life all around Salem. In hundreds of years, will the trials still be influencing the world?
Just over 300 years have passed since the trials, and still they are taking a toll on the world. In 1957, so many years after that fateful year, Massachusetts formally apologized for the trials. In 1992, the 300th anniversary of the trials, a witchcraft memorial designed by James Cutler was dedicated in Salem. So long after the trials, it should have been done after a month trials to acknowledge as a mistake. But still, people have been conflicted by what went down centuries ago. So many theories have arisen, and so many connections have been forged.
The Salem witch trial is one of the most well-known events in early American history. People still discuss whether the girls were really afflicted, faking their spasms and fainting spells, or delusional in their beliefs of having physical ailments.
According to author Jill McCaffrey, people also question whether the adults were merely Satan-fearing churchgoers trying to save their community, or co-conspirators using the witch panic for personal or political gain.
The Salem witch trials is a specific story about a specific time and place in history. However, it is also a symbol. It is a symbol of how human beings can turn on each other, inflict mental or physical pain, and then attempt to justify it in the end. All because human beings fear the unknown or things we can't understand.
We have seen this throughout American history. During the 1950s, a fear of communism spread across the U.S. Our government, led by Senator Joe McCarthy, started wrongly accusing innocent people of being Soviet spies, with little to no evidence. Many lives were ruined.
Just like the Salem witch trials, people continue to discuss whether McCarthy's investigation was justified or outrageous. People question whether, according to author Jill McCaffrey, the accused Soviet sympathizers were innocent victims of hysterical politics, traitors, or something in between.
Another example of wrongly accusing people came during World War II, when Japanese Americans were sent to internment camps. And we can't forget the treatment and profiling experienced of Muslims after the World Trade Center tragedy.
Despite the distance of 300 years, a number of disturbing similarities can be seen between these cases and the Salem episode. Let's hope that Salem witch trials are always remembered and another tragedy like it will never again occur.
We all have a fear of the unknown, but what one does with that fear will make all the difference in the world. Lillian Russell, American actress.